I'm going to do a death-defying leap, aren't I? Oh, boy. Oh, no! Oh! Well, that sucked ass. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Oh, I made it. What the fuck? No! Come on! No! Oh, come on, man.
Alright. We can do this. We can do this. Ha! Oh! Nej! Fan! Helvete. Alright. Third time's the charm, isn't it? Alright, Wander, we can do this. We can do this. It should not be a problem. Yes! Thank you for that. Alright. And then we jump over here, I guess. Whatever we do, do not fail now, Wander. Thank you! Get up, get up, get up! Oh, you scare me so much.
Welcome back to my channel, everybody, and today's review is Shadow of the Colossus, the remake, aka Attack on Titan, the video game. I remember when I first saw a trailer for this at E3 2017, and I had two reactions. One was me being surprised as it basically came out of nowhere. Comparing it to Final Fantasy VII and the Resident Evil 2 remake, no one would be too surprised because fans have been demanding it for years. My second reaction was obviously, oh my god, look at the graphics. It looks so beautiful and amazing. But then after E3, a couple weeks later, I had a third reaction. What new continent are they gonna add? Just like the Resident Evil remake, how they added new areas and Lisa Trevor. Because for those of you that don't know, originally Shadow of the Colossus was supposed to have 48 Colossus. I mean, look at this. What's this? What's that? That looks terrifying. That looks badass. What the hell is that? A spider? I really want to kill it. I hate spiders. Can you imagine if the game did have 48 Colossus? Holy crap, I mean, it takes 7 to 8 hours just to take down 16 Colossus, which means the game would have been more than 20 hours long, and the reason why Team Ico had to reduce it to 16 is because of time, budget, and space constraints, which makes me question why they thought they would make it to 48 in the first place. It's also important to note Team Ico is one of those game developers that's not afraid to take risks and actually comes up with something out of the ordinary. There is no denying they clearly work extremely hard on their games with such compassion. Like Ico. Even if their games can't handle the system they develop it for, they make it anyway, which is why The Last Guardian took almost a decade to finish. As much as I do appreciate how hard working they are, sometimes it has resulted in games being in a struggle, because let's face it, as much as Shadow of the Colossus on PS2 became a beloved classic, there is no denying about the choppy frame rate. That is why they pretty much had to remaster it for the PS3, along with Ico. And for the longest time, many players agreed the PS3 version was the best port. Finally we get to the remake, After looking back, Shadow of the Colossus is one of those games that really needed a remake for all the technical reasons. The frame rate is no longer laggy, and the graphics are just incredibly breathtaking. Jesus Christ, look at these graphics. So much detail, every crack, every crease. Nothing looks dull and depressing. Everything looks clean and crisp. But that's about it. I don't think I need to delve deep into the visuals. This is where I'm gonna have to be a bit of a Debbie Downer. I was disappointed how they didn't add new Colossus. I guess I don't have much of a right to complain because they were kind enough to sell this at $39.99. They could have easily sold this at full price based on the amount of hard work they put rebuilding this from the ground up. But to be honest, I wouldn't have mind paying $59.99 if they would have added new Colossus to fight, or any of the other stuff they weren't able to do back in 2005. But with that being said, Shadow of the Colossus on PS4 is the best version out of all ports, hands down. If you've never played this game, now's the best time, because I see no reason to play the PS2 version, as it's outdated besides nostalgia purposes, and I don't see much of a reason to play the PS3 version, unless it's the only system you have and don't own a PS4 for whatever reason. As for those who already played the previous versions, I still would recommend you get it, but don't expect anything new, or an alternate happy ending, which would have been nice. I should also point out how easier it is to play. I remember watching my uncle and my cousin playing it on PS2, getting frustrated, because what made the previous ports harder to beat was the frame rate and the sluggish controls. It is still a bit difficult to control the horse, especially when he bumps into walls. I don't know why the developers didn't take notes from D-Horse from Metal Gear Solid 5, but it's not too bad. Now I managed to beat this on normal, under 7 hours. Even on hard mode this game isn't that difficult anymore. There may not be new content, but there are some minor differences here and there. For examples, the stamina bubble used to be purple, and it would show you your weapon on screen at all times, and the health bar is red. The bubble is now yellow, for whatever reason, and every time you upgrade your stamina, a bar ends up sticking out on the side. You now have to look at your hands to see what you have equipped it. And as for the health bar, it's still red. A Colossus's health bar used to be gray, but now it's just baby blue. As for fighting the Colossus, you can no longer choose to attack it in which order you want to stab its weak points. Now, you got to attack its weak points in the game developer's order, which I thought was pretty interesting. One last thing I should address before I go, and that's explaining why people like myself adore this game. Today, we have Monster Hunter, but even though Shadow of the Colossus doesn't have all those crazy RPG elements, this is a very straightforward game, and it gets straight to the point, killing giant monsters. This game still makes you feel like the ultimate Titan Slayer. Yes, there is no 100 weapons, or customizing your character, or upgrading your sword, or polishing your fingernails. But it is simple, and that's why I like this game, because of its simplicity. And that is why I give this game a 9 out of 10. I'm going to let this clip finish of me beating the third Colossus. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And peace out, everybody.